So what will you say is the effect of this separation on your child?
From the father.
The separation, definitely it must affect him, maybe his character, psychologically. What will you say you've noticed that this separation has really caused him?
We do actually have a very quiet and gentle son. Sometimes even though he's feeling bad, he never show it. You understand? He always be on himself. He always be the good, sweet boy I always have. You understand? But of recent, he started feeling when I think when some people are talking about their dad, do you understand? So him also doesn't know how to talk about his dad. That is the only thing I know that affects them. You understand? When other people are talking about their dad, he cannot talk about his dad. And even though we are not married,
Yes.
the dad always
Reach
come.
out.
Do you understand? He comes, he sits, he talks to his son.
Yeah.
He would have been fine, but he doesn't show up. Should I be begging him to show up? No. He doesn't show up. So, as the father, yes, this is the way you impregnated this woman, and you know that this child is your child. I was expecting him to be coming. Come and see your child. Show him love. Nobody rejects you from it. Nobody stop you not to. Come and show your son love. Come to him. Buy him some gifts. When children see gifts from their dad, they'll be telling their friends, my daddy bought me this, my daddy bought me this, you understand, they'll be happy that their dad bought this for them. Do you understand? But you as a father, you not showing up, what do you think that child will feel? How do you think he will never speak good about you. He will never say anything good about you. He will not even be saying anything because every other children are talking how their father is doing things for them. So that is it.
So what will you say is your biggest lesson learned in this whole journey?
Biggest lesson. My biggest lesson. What is my biggest lesson? What did I learn in the whole journey? That is not an easy thing to be a single mother. It's not an easy thing to be a single mother.
So will you advise married women that wishes to leave their marriages now? What will you advise them? Will you advise them to leave or to just stay?
At first, before I start advising anybody, I must know why you want to leave the marriage. You understand? Those ones that is married. Like, I found out, I have a friend of mine that wanted to leave her marriage. I called her, I asked her why. She told me that she's not getting what she wants in the marriage. What? I always tell people that when you are not ready to get married, don't. She got married. She got married at age of 19 years old, and she married the guy because the guy has money. She used to be a sales girl to the guy. You understand? So you marry the guy at the process after giving birth, like how many children? Now you notice that your husband doesn't satisfy you. Now you understand? Started making you to cheat. Started making you to go out there. Started making you to do things you don't need to do. You are not wise enough before you enter marriage. So I always tell people that if you know that you are not ready to get married, don't. But already you are in a marriage, you don't need to leave the marriage. Because biblically, you don't need to divorce your marriage. You don't need to just stay on your own and leave your marriage. It's not good. So you must be in the marriage, whether good or bad. So the only way any single mother, any married woman that wants to leave the marriage, the only way is only when the man is beating, abusing the woman. So instead of to die, it's better to run for your life. That is the only way. If I found out that your husband is beating you, bruises everywhere, here and there, hospital every day, I'll say, babe, what you did here, they do not do and die affair. It's the only way I can advise, but I don't advise people to leave their marriage when it's not necessary.
I don't.
And I also don't advise people to marry when you know that you don't understand marriage. You need to understand marriage before you get married to. You need to read book, you need to study, you need to read online, you need to go for counseling to understand marriage. If you don't understand marriage, don't make mistake. That is why a lot of people leave their marriage without any other thing.
So it's better they make their relationship work instead of walking away from the relationship. Okay, for couples having troubles in their marriages right now, can you suggest possible solution to these troubles? Can you give them some ideas that they can put in place to make their marriages work?
Yes, I can do that. It depends on what happened.
Okay.
If it's just because of sex, the one that is making them to separate, I, I don't, sex doesn't even, you don't even need to leave your marriage because of sex. Because before you go into the marriage, you don't know. Because you dated the man, you understand? So it's just for you to work on your man.
Okay.
Do you understand? If it's sex aspect, even though you don't know when you get to the marriage, you work on your man.
In what aspect? In what way?
Okay, not that in what aspect? You check online, you ask questions, you read books. Do you understand? You Google. My husband cannot do this. Please, what can I use? Google will bring it out. You give him good food. Do you understand? They will show you everything that will make your husband to be okay. Do you understand? If I'm married to my husband now and I notice that my husband is having wrinkle on his face, as I am now, I know what to give him for the wrinkle to stop. If my husband penis is not working well, I will ask him, "Guy, everything happen. You must tell me." Do you understand? Because I dated somebody like that was having a problem. Do you understand? So I was the one that found out the solution. We went to the hospital. I told the doctor. So he was having a bit low span still because of some infection that he has never been treating for a very long time. So we went to the hospital. Doctor told him. I was the one that insisted that he must go to the hospital. Yes. So as I insisted for him to go to the hospital, he went to the hospital and doctor told him he run some tests. Doctor now told him this is what you will do, this is what you will do, this is what you will do. And they gave him drugs. They bought some things and they told him that he should be eating enough fruits, apple and banana.
Okay.
So we started doing some apples and banana and smoothie together. Do you understand? For him to be, and he's fine now. So if it's aspect of beating, that is what I don't know how to do. Because most men, if they started beating you from the beginning, they cannot stop.
That's true.
So
It's better you walk away.
It's better you should just walk away.
What about cheating?
If the
man is cheating or the woman is cheating, what will be your advice?
I don't even, as I am, I always tell people I don't like the woman that cheats in a marriage.
How about the man that cheats in a marriage?
It's nature, man. It's nature in them. But it's not, yes, biblically, it's not good for a man to cheat. It's not good for a woman to cheat. But you cannot tell your man not to cheat. The only thing that helps is prayer.
Okay, so instead of them to leave the marriage because the husband is cheating, they should just pray.
If they get something for your marriage, you think you're going to leave your man for another woman, my sister? I cannot do that now. My husband is taking care of me. My husband loves me. Do you understand?
Okay.
It's just for you to just pray and advise the man. Do you understand? Just keep on advising. Although we women, we know we can nag a lot. Okay. Me, I'm not sent. You understand? So I know we will quarrel. Definitely it will come. If he comes like that, there's a time your brain will calm down, you still talk to him. You will tell him, honey, disease the outside.
Yes.
This infection is killing me also. Do you understand? Because they are bringing it to give us. Do you understand? Because you innocent woman when you cheat.
Yeah.
The man is bringing it to come and give you. How come are you having infection when you know that you don't go out? Most infection comes from the sexual. So you know how to talk to him and put it in prayer. I believe that God answered everything. definitely he will answer.
What about if the woman is the one cheating?
And it's not good for a woman to cheat. I've said it before. Because when you found out that if a woman cheats in a marriage, it spoils the marriage.
So the man can walk out of the marriage?
If the man can understand, you understand, just the way the woman can understand him also. You understand? If the man can understand and keep his marriage, it's fine.
Okay.
You understand? Both of them will put it in the hands of God and pray over it. You understand? But if a woman cheats in a marriage, it's not good because it destroys a lot of things. It makes that marriage not even good. It makes the man to suffer financially. Yes. It makes the man to suffer during the short. He will not be having money the way he thinks that he used to have. Health. It affects their health. So, but if the man found out that the wife cheats, if somebody that is reasonable, he can bring the wife. You understand? They discuss about it and forgive the wife because the wife can also do the same thing and forgive. But if he said he doesn't want to forgive and he wants to divorce, and before then, we should go for counseling. That is just, I always advise people that nothing like going to counseling in a marriage. Marriage only marry finish.
Yes.
So every day you have to read and understand about marriage. Like me now, I used to read, even though when I'm not even ready, I like reading about marriage because I don't want to enter and make a mistake.
So now you agree that you are not ready.
But I believe someday
you will get married.
When the right person comes, I will know definitely.
Okay. And what about a situation where maybe the woman is unable to conceive? What advice will you give to such?
Okay, that is another good one. When a woman is not unable to conceive, first of all, you go for a medical checkup. Found out why. Because God never made anybody barren. God gave us more than millions eggs inside our womb. You understand? So most women, most of it is carelessness. I always tell them. Yes. I always said it because I remember when I was growing up, I used to have infection. Sometimes I don't want to treat it. I'll scratch. I'll go and sit in hot water and salt. The thing will just, that surface will go. What about the one inside your stomach? Have you treated it? That is what most of we women, the mistake we always make. So you being a woman that will conceive, and you know that those things damage your womb, why not go for a medical checkup and know what is wrong with your womb and know how far about it so that you start going treatment and start asking people. Like me, I like asking questions. I don't know if people don't like it. I want to know things. I want to learn. Anything is happening to me today now, I will go and meet one or two person and tell the person, somebody that have experience.
Okay.
You understand? So I always advise people, women that always have problem with their womb, that they cannot give birth. Ask question. This woman we don't give birth, what do you take? How far? When you see somebody that is treating infection and you found out that it's infection that is disturbing you, and you found out all these things, they don't hide it. I always tell people, there's one of my friends, she never said that she used to have infection. She had never said it. But she used to have infection. So how come you did a lot of things? They always tell you it's infection. Why not tell somebody? So there's other ways of treating it. Talk and people will help you. You understand? So I always tell people that if you cannot give birth, go medical, except it's other spiritual thing, which most of us we don't believe on. You understand? We believe that God gives us children. Nobody can take away it from you. When you believe that somebody can take away your child from you, it will work for you. But when you don't believe, it will never work for you.
So in cases like that, you tell the man to wait, let the wife go for medical.
Both of them should go for medical checkup
instead of separating.
Yes.
It's been nice having you on single, and we have a little gift for you, and I'm sure so many people people, anybody that watched this episode must have learned one or two things. Even me, I've really learned a lot from this episode. Thanks for coming. And from the producers of Single with Elvans TV, I have this little token for you.
Wow.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. I never expected this so. Thank you very much. I'm grateful. I'm happy to be here. This is my gift. I never, I'm happy to share my experience, which I know that I didn't share everything. I was just jumping. I just want to just say one or two things. But I believe that every single mother out there can understand to be a single mother is not an easy something. Especially those ones that get married. It's not good to leave your marriage, for your husband, for who? To give you. Una die there.
So it's better you stay with your
better
husband.
to stay with your husband and train your children together.
And keep your relationship.
Of course, how long you want to suffer and pass through stress? Like those ones that give birth to 5 children. Only you want to train to 5 children. Allah, I don't forgive you. We'll train them together. It's not an easy something. This world is full of a lot of issues because you think that your husband that you left is better, the right man is better. The only way I always tell single mother, if you want to walk out from a marriage, is when the man bullies you. If the man beats you, black, you cannot be there because he will kill you one day. They will bury you. He will go and marry another woman. You understand? That is just men. But when you found out that he's a good man, he wants to be with you, he's not an anger person, you understand? But maybe because of his sexual stuff. My dear, go treat am yourself. Carry am go hospital. I don't speak English. I'm broken and sabi. Go carry am go hospital. Go treat am. May him sabi, may him thing stand. May no take am go cheat, comot for marriage.
And there are some things. People say that most single women, when they leave their husband's house, they become a side chick to another woman's husband. How true is that?
Yes, it's true. They date a lot of married men.
And you left your home maybe because of cheating, and now you are still going after somebody else's husband.
Yes. They feel that maybe that man is taking care of them, but they don't know that when you start living with that man, maybe he starts showing his own art. Do you understand? There's a relationship I'm supposed to be with that leads to marriage. I left that relationship because of bullying. Yes, but a lot of people are asking me, what happened? It's blah, blah, blah. I said, you will not understand. I never shared the story until the guy came back and started begging that he wants. Martins know the guy, is even his friend. So he started telling me that people started asking me, nobody knows why. Martins told me that time, he said, this guy, people will feel live with this guy. And this one and this one. But I refused. I said I want to stay with the guy, I want to settle with him. But no, I left. Do you understand? So that is just it. So if I always tell people that only way you can leave marriage is bullying. But if it's any other thing,
stay.
That is it.
Stay and make your marriage work.
Of course. To make it work.
And thanks for watching today's episode.
Thank you for my gift.
It has been interesting. Please remember to like, share, comment, and also we want to hear from you. Send us a message. And if you're a single mother out there that wish to share your story, you might just be my next guest. Reach out to us, send us a message, and you'll be invited. Until I come your way next time, stay blessed.
Bye.